You cracked the code. Just got to buy your bismuth much cheaper. Hey, it's all about map prices. Volpira was truly the best choice. Look. Look. I can't say I agree, but it's all good. Good morning, boys and girls. Good morning, good morning. Let's turn the tunes down just a little bit. Got some coffee on the go. Need some caffeine in me this morning. A little bit tired after yesterday, truth be told. Right. I haven't really got a plan of action today. Thursday is an opportunity to take it a bit chill, you know. Thursday is a good opportunity to relax a little bit. Wednesday, reset day, is always total cray-cray. As you are absolutely pumping, as you're absolutely blasting, trying to get all the weekly stuff done. There's part of me that wants to get a few tick box things done. The fact that my renown is still absolutely atrocious is really bad. I need to get the Assembly of the Deeps rep in a better position than this. I should at least get this to 12. Once I get this to 12, I don't care. It can all wait until I get this at 12. There are still mining, engineering, and inscription that do not have their bonus knowledge points. Now, mining doesn't particularly bother me, but engineering and inscription, especially inscription to be fair, because I screwed up inscription from the word go, they could both do with their extra knowledge points. So getting this to renown 12 shouldn't actually be that difficult, I don't think, if I go and do some stuff down there. I should also probably, on my main characters, make sure that I'm keeping up their professions in a better fashion than this, because this is actually embarrassing that this is my main character. Genuinely embarrassing. Leatherworking, I've come to the conclusion that my main character is going to just make all the leather gear for my army of hunters. I will not need to make it the best. I will just need to be able to make it. So that needs to happen for sure. We need to spread ourselves out so that we can at least craft all of these. This will also probably double up as being able to not only make these, but probably make the tools as well. Is that in here? No, I can't even remember. Does leatherworking even have a tool-specific section? Does leatherworking even make tools? I think it's like, yeah, profession equipment. Here we go. Maybe going this way is not a terrible idea either. Goldson, my man, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. Watching your stream the other night got me interested to resub, try and pay for the War Within with gold. I'm going to be honest with you. Nobody cares about anything before the War Within at the moment. Oh, you mean you've already bought... Okay, you've resubbed. Oh, so you've resubbed, but you've got Dragonflight. I'm going to be honest, I'd just get the War Within. Just get the War Within. And a couple of hours of farming, you'll have got the Blizzard balance back. There's probably something I'm going to do a little bit today as well, actually, thinking about it. I might do a little bit of farming today. Get my farming character. I want to keep that farming character kind of churning over, you know. I want to keep the basics going. Don't want to be slacking. No slackers. Do you have a time walking dungeon this week though? Dungeon quest. We'll throw this in the Assembly of the Deeps, I suppose. That's 1500 rep. Where does it want us to go? Arakara.
Return if you wish to speak again.
Specific dungeons. Arakara. Go. Get that done.
You are acknowledged.
We have 5 time working raid bosses or dungeons.
Praise
Okay,
the
we'll work on that one. And we have... What do we have? What do we have? What do we have? Probably world quests, to be honest, as I'm probably going to run around and do world quests anyway. Seems no reason to not run around and do some world quests for our pinnacle cache.
May you walk in the light. Bring Beladar's warmth
Could still
to those
flip
in need.
mats without the wall within, but it's definitely not risk-free. Well, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. That's, yeah, that's definitely not risk-free. Let's just head down to the Ringing Deeps. Go kill the world boss, I suppose. Could definitely do a killing world boss. Loads of stuff on the map to do. Loads of things to keep ourselves busy. Let's go to...
And be heard.
Let's go down here all the same. Start our adventure today. I'm going to take it way more casually today. I might do a little bit of crafting here and there, but I'm really not pushing today. It's been busy the last few days with goal making, and I want to actually play the game a little bit today. That's my plan. I do have the bank character here. Well, the bank character is actually my farming character, so let's see what we sold map-wise. See how much gold this dude has. Might be worth picking up, might be worth dropping herbalism and mining to pick up skinning, enchanting. Keep the easy, free shuffle options open. Oh my god, my game lags out so hard when I log in. Okay, 50k of just random stuff sold. Do I make sure I get my herbalism and mining weekly stuff done? It's just the 2 turn-ins, isn't it? Hang about. It should be more than just the 2 turn-ins. Why is it not saying there's any... Wait, wait, hold up. Hold up. What's the button? K? Why is it now not tracking these things? You may discover 6 more samples this week. I thought so. Why is it decided to stop tracking these? I had this problem with it last week. Maybe I haven't updated the week or... No, the week... oh, yeah, it does seem to be an update. There we go. There we go. Now it's showing the right stuff again. Did I get a bunch of knowledge point books? I got a few spares of these. In you go. Lady Daisy, welcome in. Good morning, good morning. What do we need? Bismuth. And we need... Let's see what the other one is. Yeah, I should probably get the weekly stuff done on that dude. Let's get... We might need to actually focus a little bit more here. I've not done the awaken... I've not done this thing, you know.
Cut once.
I keep forgetting that this is a thing. I entirely keep forgetting that this is a thing. In fact, oh no, hang on, isn't there... Oh, there is a quest to do like 20 waves of this.
Let's get this done right. Watch my back while I commune with the machine.
My gear is still tragic. Oh no, 578. Oh dear. Oh, that's not good timing, is it? Sure. I don't know how... I don't... is that going to screw things up? This isn't this instance by itself. There's a huge exclamation mark on the map. Oh, have I missed something? Oh, I most definitely have missed something, haven't I? I'm going to assume the progress on the waves just kind of saves. Let's see what happens. I kind of forgot I'd queued for the dungeon. Whatever. I'm pre-coffee still. Somebody spent a lot of gold. Somebody spent a lot of gold. Has anybody else got that mount? Did anybody actually buy the Crowd Pummeler? Considering its ridiculous price point. Although, I'm going to be honest, I've completely taken my eyes off that market. I don't even know if it is that stupid expensive. There was so much talk about dominating the mount crafting market before the expansion went live, and very quickly after, I've basically heard nothing. Either it's a very well kept secret and somebody's making out like a bandit, or whether people just dropped it like super fast. How did the flask sales end up yesterday? I pretty much sold nearly all of my quality 2 flasks. The quality 3 flasks weren't selling as quickly as I expected, but I still didn't have any problem actually selling them. There's clearly not many alchemists out there able to make them. I see very few actual names on the list. Now, whether that will change with an influx of crafting orders in the next day or two, I'm not entirely sure. I'm also cautious of the fact that I'm not here this weekend. I'm away this weekend, so I don't want to sit on too much stock going into the weekend. It's safer for me probably to cash out a little bit before the weekend, in case a huge amount more players enter the market, you know. Yeah, Q3s have. I think this is going to be. I kind of might want to put this in video form, talk about this in a little bit more detail. But I think there's definitely a bit of an off-put to many players when they look at the price of Q3 stuff. There's a huge amount of people that are like, you know what, we're going to buy Q2 because Q3 is just mental money. And when you start spending Q3 prices on everything, adds up real fast. Your quote unquote bill to play the game is literally 5 times as high if you buy Q3 stuff, at least. And early expansion prices are never cheap to begin with. Oh dear. Oh, nobody saw that. Oops, I literally disengaged off the map. That was clever. Oh, that was a calculated move and all. Nobody saw that, it's fine. Oh, I'm going to have to go the scenic route to get back and all, aren't I? It's alright, they'll come back for the boss either way. It's a huge off-put unless you're pushing high Mythic Plus raid ranks or have the gold just to throw it away. Personally, even though I can afford to use Q3 enchants, I'll never do it unless I get high item level BIS things. Yeah, see, this is it. This is where I think the shift is. People will throw Q2 enchants and gems in gear that they still plan to like upgrade or change. But it's not until people get their BIS gear, I think, that they're going to be more inclined to go, you know what? Now I'll spend the gold on the big enchants, you know? Because it's a semi-permanent solution at that point. I saw? No, you didn't. Lies. Nobody saw anything. It's all an illusion. Not having any problems selling the rank 3 chests and weapon enchants though. Just need to babysit them a bit more. Oh, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they don't sell. I'm just saying that the price is clearly off-putting. Because it is... It is 10 times easier to sell Q2 stuff right now. 10 times easier. And in fact, in some cases, that's a little bit odd to see. The Q2 markets are actually more profitable than the Q3 markets. Just purely by the extreme amount of demand for the crafted items. It's when the demand is so high, it becomes way less risky for people to reset and like push prices up. It's way less risky for somebody to craft in bulk, dump them all at a price that they're happy with and then leave them, knowing full well that by the end of the day there's a strong chance that the price will have reached theirs and theirs will then sell. Zero babysitting needed. You can only do that whilst the markets are so strong that you can basically guarantee that the price will rise towards the end of the day and then maybe come down again by the morning. That's not a luxury that you can take advantage of for very long. Q3 enchants have terrible margins compared to the Q2s. Well, to have pushed to guarantee quality 3, there's a strong chance that you've done that at the cost of, you know, the resourcefulness enchant. You need to spend 60 points in enchanting on optimizing your crafting cost, on getting as much resourcefulness as possible. If you know, you might not have had 60 spare knowledge points if you were pushing for guaranteed Q3s. This was my advice to most people to begin with, unless it's more the long play, right? You want to, like, I went with the theory that I want to be able to guarantee the thing at quality 3 first. I wanted to focus on quality first and crafting cost second. Because I do still think there's a lot of room to move in the market prices. I think quality 3 prices, on average, are going to come down a little bit. As more people get into the market, it will drive more competition. It will naturally push the prices down a little bit. But at the very same time, I think Q2 prices are going to rise. Just basically because the just sheer amount of materials that's being pumped into them right now will pull up the price of the Q2 stuff. So I think the gap is gonna tighten a little bit between the Q2 and the Q3 actual crafted items. The gap realistically shouldn't be much different to the gap between the quality 2 and the quality 3 materials. There can be up to a 5 times price difference between Q2 and Q3 mats. But Q2 and Q3 crafted items seem to often have almost more than a 5 times difference between them. So I think there's a lot of room for them to move towards each other a bit more. And the closer they move to each other, the more people that will then go, well, if I'm spending this much on Q2, I'll buy Q3. And, you know, it sort of ebbs and flows until eventually everybody's got what they want.
Incompetent trolls. I'm edging myself.
Remember when gleaming shards were 4 gold apiece? Missed out on that one. Well, there's been a couple of changes like that. There was Weavercloth bolts. All of the bolts were like 5 gold apiece at one point. And I'm pretty sure I bought... I think I spent a fair few mil. I think I spent 2 if not 3 million gold on buying bolts when they were like 5 gold apiece, and then literally sold them all for 10 times the price. Literally half of my shuffling adventure was covered by a mass buy and then a mass resale of bolts. Just a flip. Nothing to do with professions whatsoever. Just an opportunistic flip on a material that then the big farm got nerfed, and I was able to make out like a bandit on that one. Obviously, when something works in your favor, hindsight always makes you wish you'd done it more, but I think I did alright off that one. I have no fucking clue what this boss is doing, but this is outrageous. Thank God you're dead. I don't think I've done this mode on heroic yet. Put rank 3 on my PvP gear yesterday. We'll probably keep them all season. So for PvPers, it's already BIS gear that you're getting now. Yeah. Yeah. There we go. You see, people will happily spend the money when they know they're going to keep the gear around for a while. Even if people enchant, and even if people gem, and even if people like use consumables and stuff in the mid-tier content, they're unlikely to spend the big bucks on it, generally speaking. They'll wait until they've got their BIS pieces of gear that's going to stick around for a while. Whether that's PvP, PvE, whatever. Since the default enchant babysitting is 24/7, babysit more doesn't sound very much more well, yeah. I wish I had more of an insight, because I didn't go quality 3 endgame crafted consumables. I went quality 3 intermediates all the way. So I'm not really pro at selling top tier enchants. I'm not pro at selling top tier gems. My jewel crafter went the prospecting route. Kind of regret it a little bit, if I'm honest, because prospecting has been, break even at best. The best way to make gold from prospecting is not to prospect, which is odd. The best way to make gold from prospecting is to buy the materials cheap and then resell it to all the other prospectors that are doing all the hard work. There's not as much to prospecting this expansion, and I think people were so much like myself. People knew that prospecting was really good at the beginning of Dragonflight, and so a lot of people did it. And a lot of people spec towards it, and a lot of people hyper-focused it. And the reality is it's not that deep. The maths is not as mathy as it was in Dragonflight. There was a lot more maths involved in prospecting in Dragonflight, which led to where the profit was, really. Understanding the breakpoints of when you prospect this ore versus that ore, versus like what quality gems you get. Now it's a bit more simplistic. And with more people doing it, there's less room for margin on the old prospecting. Plus, it's hella time consuming. I don't know how I prevent being rooted on that. Luckily, there's another hunter in here that's absolutely slapping the DPS meters, so it doesn't really matter, but literally doing double damage of everybody else. Seems odd seeing the great vault slots open up when I'm doing just a random dungeon. I'm not sure I'm used to that. Rolling down in the deeps. Where's this quest then? These are the waxy boys. Have I got any waxy boys? Everyday cash, 1,000 rep. 10 odd globs of wax. Well, that's easy enough. Min-max is still bad for me. I blame the inspiration crafters. Concentration builds are fun. They're fun. But I'm still quite sure dedicated crafters are absolutely laughing at the concentration builds right now. Unless you have an army of 50 characters and are doing 100 concentration crafts every day, you're still getting dumpstered on by people who are specialized. Once the specialized crafters get to a point where they've recuperated all of their leveling costs, they are going to be printing money like at an astronomical rate. And it doesn't, like, we're literally day 2 of like the mythic season, right? You got to remember that it's still so early. It's weird to me. I've seen so much queuing over the last few days about, oh, this market doesn't work, this market's dead, this market's tanked into the ground. And I'm like, dude, seriously, 24 hours into, like, people haven't even got their BIS gear yet. You wait till people get their BIS gear and you'll start seeing the demand for gems and enchants go through the flipping roof. I think people just need to touch more patience, need to realize when the demand actually kicks in. It's the same theory of people buying materials, investing in materials before a patch, and then they panic dump them all on the auction house like 24 hours after the patch launches. I'm like, no fuckers got their gear yet. Give people chance to go out there and get their gear. Like, wait, once they've got their BIS gear, they might not get their, they might not get their Mythic Plus duns run, like their runs done straight away. They got to go kill the bosses before they get the bosses loot. There's so many people absolutely panicking that they've spent millions and they're not getting it back, and it's all doom and gloom. And people just need to relax a little bit. We're literally 24 hours into the season properly starting. There's plenty of time. Not far off now, guaranteeing the rank 3 leg patches. When I proc multi-craft, it's like 30 to 60k a time. Can't wait until I don't need concentration. Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun for sure. I need to clear a few more waves of this then, don't I? Because I kind of got interrupted by that dungeon.
Hope you brought watch my back while I come.
And it feels to me an awful lot like the people who are like most panicking about the quality 3 markets are the ones that invested way too much of their gold in leveling it up. And that gets them itchy, that gets the panic setting in. Oh my god, I've spent 5, 10, 15 million gold leveling up this profession, min-maxing it. I've bought all of these materials, I've crafted all of these items, oh, nothing's selling, oh my god, panic, panic, panic. Like, well, maybe you shouldn't have spent 10, 15, 20 million gold on leveling up your professions if you've only got 25 million gold, for example. You got to be careful. Got to know your limits. Interrupt. Hello. I'm not going to do very good with this if I'm not going to like actually use my traps and stuff, am I? No. It would have been smarter to not attack the one that I trapped. I was just testing my keybind. I don't usually do things like traps, but this is one of those modes where it might be useful to at least think about it. Oh wait, what? We do 5 and we take a break? Wow, I didn't even know that was a thing.
Let's get this
I
done.
thought it was
Watch
just
my
go, go,
back
go
while I
mode.
commune with the machine.
Oh, I kind of probably should have waited for my cooldown to come off. Maybe it's not needed. Just get it gone. Okay, this isn't too bad so far. Learning. Just trap the last mob, wait for cooldowns. Oh, it's just like juggling, this is. It's the whole spinning plate business. I didn't even test this that much on the beta, you know. I'm not a fan of how much damage this does to me, though, mind. Oh, shit. Give me a chance. Jesus. Lord have mercy. What do these blobs do? Oh. That's what they do. Get the fuck out of the way of them. That's what they do. Well, luckily I'm a class that has both an interrupt and a stun and a trap. Like, in theory, this shouldn't be that difficult of a task for hunters. I definitely think some classes out there are going to have more of a hard time with this. Does that just live there now?
Hope you brought
Does that just
watch
live there
my
now?
back
Maybe it
while
does.
I commune with the machine.
Medbot, don't know the sound of that. Wait, what? Hello? Counter shot? Oh, I'm in panic mode all of a sudden. Oh, I can use my pets to take the damage on that one. That's even more sensible. Aha. If I can line my pets in front of that, that's an even better solution. Yoink.
Time to fix things.
What are you doing? A healing potion? Dude. God, I've not concentrated this much in a while. Oh, traps off cooldown. That's probably why. Stun you. Don't like you doing any of that business. Oh, he died already. How many waves is this? A fish. TSM was not working properly, so I couldn't cancel it. So there was panic scrolling through my list. Ouch. Right. Okay. We're fine. We're good. No stress. I think. No stress. Wait, 15. How did that... What? Oh, wave 15 of this run. 19 out of 20 for the quest. I was very confused then. I thought I'd glitched the matrix. I'll wait for these cooldowns to come off. I think the last 5 I'm probably going to need them, aren't I? $2,000 for 20 gold. I've noticed again, TSM doesn't seem to be tracking half my sales. Like literally not even a fraction of my sales. Which is really frustrating for me considering they've just launched a fancy new website. And like it's all meant to be it's all meant to be all shiny, all cool, all wonderful, but it's literally not tracking even a percentage of my sales. It claims that I've sold a total of 339 Flask of Tempered Masteries, which is literally off by a factor of 10. So I'm really confused what TSM's doing. It's seemingly not calculating anything properly. I don't know if it's mixing these two up. It seems to have got the quality 2. No, I've definitely sold more. I don't know what it's doing. Once again, I'm in a weird predicament where it's the beginning of an expansion, and I'm for the 3rd expansion in a row now just not trusting anything that TSM tells me, which is a difficult situation because they've just launched a shiny new website. They've very kindly offered me things like affiliate links and stuff for it to get you guys a bit of a saving and help out with the channel and whatever, but I'm really finding it difficult to promote it in good faith considering it doesn't work for me. It's not working, it's not doing anywhere near as much as what I would have expected it to have done. I might keep this fish like... Oh, it's not a fish, is it? It's a potion. It looked like a dead fish on the floor. I did wonder why it was being healed by dead fish. Journalator is fine for me at least. I might check that one out. I know it's probably not... It's not going to be... Oh god, it's all popping off here. It's not, that was not the right button to press either. Hang on, let me stop talking and focus on killing for a second. Oh no, he's going to make the thing go boom. Quick, give him a fish.
Time to fix things.
Oh, he's still alive. Good. Look at this stupid thing. Is he still alive? Can you target focus this? You can. Oh, at this point, I have no idea how I'm meant to clear all of this. This is outrageous. Where's the nullification one? There's the nullification one. If in doubt, blow everything up. Don't blow him up. Definitely didn't panic. No panics was had. Absolutely no panics. Oh shit, who are you? Oh, you're a beast. I sense we need to be a little bit further away from the dude than that. Alright, now do your business. Don't shoot me. You're gonna shoot me all the same. You do a charge, okay. Fine, got it. Keep pet alive. Hey, this is alright, you know. It's not much work, but it's honest work. Cool. Kind of enjoyed that. Boom. Big dick caches. Rep. More rep. We're now on 10. More rep. Big chest. More rep. Take it. Nintendo have sued the Palworld creators? Have they really? Wait. Wait. That did take them a while. Wait, hang on. Have they really? Not that I'm not that I'm have they actually? Nintendo sues Palworld maker Pocket Pair for patent infringement. Flipping all the cookies. What? Ah! I wish the internet would fuck off with these cookie pop-ups. Nintendo and its partner, the Pokemon Company, have filed a legal case against the maker of the hit survival adventure game Palworld over alleged patent infringement. Palworld quickly earned the nickname Pokemon with Guns when its first trailer was unveiled in 2021. Just days after the game's release in January this year, the Pokemon Company said it would investigate the copycat claims. Palworld developer Pocket Pair did not immediately reply to a BBC News request for comment. Pocket Pair's boss previously said the game had passed legal checks. Palworld infringes multiple patent rights, the Nintendo and the Pokemon Company said in statements posted on their websites. The lawsuit seeks an injunction against infringement and compensation for damages. Palworld has become a major hit with more than 25 million players in 1 month of its release. Like the popular franchise of Pokemon video games, it also centers around collecting strange creatures with different powers. Pocket Pair's website describes the game as seamlessly integrating elements of battle, monster capturing, training, and base building. Players, known as Pal Tamers, travel around a large map battling human foes and creatures known as Pals, which can be captured and recruited. Does this article say anything? I played Palworld. I completed Palworld. I know what Palworld is. Okay, so it's basically saying that they have done it. Let's see what happens. Okay, well, I guess we'll wait and see then, won't we? I guess we wait and see.
Brought tools.
That does more damage than Palworld. What, Nintendo should sue themselves for not making a good Pokemon game in the last decade? Yeah, probably.
I find more stuff for you.
do we hand in this? Gearing up for trouble. Hang on, hang on, hang on. Gearing up for trouble. It is that way. Ah, I'm a stupid dude stuck in a stupid... There we go.
No, ask where I got it.
Awaken mechanical cache. What's that? Oh. Complete do 2 dells or world slot activities, sure. Key, another spunk candle. Literally once a day I'm getting one of these. Is there no other trinkets in the game? Is that it? Is there literally only one trinket in the game? Do hunters only get one trinket? Okay, sure. 10 and a bit. I need to get to 12. Is there a way with the Magnificent Jeweler setting to increase the multi-craft with your knowledge points? Not sure if there's any way to improve it. From what I can remember, it doesn't really benefit on any of that business. Oh, it does benefit from both resourcefulness and multi-craft. Well, I mean, in that case, you want to get your tools min-maxed. Drawn crafting has the shaping tree. But I don't think, if I remember right, this is for more prospecting and being better at the intermediates. I don't think there's anything particularly you can do. Because this is just flat skill, accessories. Yeah, I'm not sure there's really anything you can do. If you use Craft Sim, you can look at spec info. Spec info work in progress. Oh. I probably wouldn't say so, no. Just make sure your tools are in tippity top. Would be my guess. Needs help with routine maintenance. No, he doesn't. I've just done that. How much is this one worth? This is worth 1,000 rep. Maybe we do our world quests out here. One of you, 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 one of you. Go. Where's my Zygor gone?
Someone didn't get the message. These
It's
are
interesting that
urgent resources.
Nintendo have waited this long to put in a lawsuit, to be honest, because the hype of Palworld has clearly died down now. Are they trying to go after Palworld after they've maybe already spent all of their initial, you know? Are they really going for the jugular by waiting until Palworld has taken their initial splurge of money, reinvested it, and then they'll cripple them? I mean, if that's the way Nintendo are going, I mean, we already know Nintendo are scumbags, but if that's the way they're going, then that's just like double mean, hitting them while they're at their weak point, you know. One of the main issues highlighted was that they literally traced 3D models of the Nintendo Pokemon models and then made some small embellishments to make them look different. Yeah, I mean, it's like we've known for years Nintendo are absolutely ruthless about this, and they care about nothing other than making money. Fuck everybody else. Like, that's just how Nintendo have always run. I say I'm not surprised. 100% not surprised. I just think it's, you know, the grand scheme of things, it's a dick move. But, you know, your copyright at the end of the day is your copyright. And if you believe somebody's infringed on it, you can pull them up on it. And then it's up for the courts to decide who's right and who's wrong. That's why you take this stuff to court. But we'll see. Palworld was fun, though. We got a couple of good weeks out of Palworld. It's a game that would be cool to go back to in a year's time and see what they've sort of layered on top of it. Because the core game of Palworld was pretty quick to figure out. They'd implemented, like, you know, there was a bit of grind to it for sure, but it was a good solid 50-hour single player game, which sometimes is all you want. I can say for a fact that the setting in Dawn Crafting only takes stats from your tool and there's no spec for it. Well, there we go then. There we go. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo don't fuck about with their copyright. Like I said, I mean, it's their prerogative at the end of the day. If you've made something and you believe somebody has copied you, it's just as much your right to say they've copied me, and it's just as much Palworld's right to say no, that we didn't. And then if you can't mutually agree, then you take it to court and you let the law decide. Flipping out, this world quest takes forever. 2 more of these bad boys and we should be good.
Mission accomplished. Thank you for doing what needed to be done.
Pet battle. Remind me I need to kill rares if I see them as well. They'll pop up. I kind of have banner blindness to a lot of the rares, in terms of I'll just close the alert instantly. Power of friendship. Oh, get some people in the guild. Power of friendship. Pet journal. Get everybody alive. Power of friendship. Settings market is no way for regular people. The big boys have stocks of them. When null stones were less than 4k each, don't even try getting into the market. Yeah, it's when there's an item that can be mass produced without limitation, with no quality, and sold on the region-wide auction house, that is a recipe for just absolute cutthroat market prices. The early bird will get their worm, and if the early bird then chooses to dip, then they might leave some piece of the pie for you to take, but I wouldn't expect much. Certainly wouldn't be buying the recipe. Oh no, Bob's is going to go boom! Boom! See you later, bubs. Win 15 pet battles. I need to go claim this, actually. I need to go make sure I remember to do this. I completely forget the trading post is a thing half the time. I'm so laser focused on doing stupid goal making all the time. I kind of forget that the rest of the game is there sometimes. Now I kind of know how like Mythic Pluses and like top end raiders feel about other things such as professions, that it's so unbelievably easy for them to practically forget that it's even a thing. Because when you're in the zone and you're doing something and that thing's working and you're having fun doing it, why would you choose to go do anything else? Is that 6? Boom. We have a quest to do the Dread Pit. Have I not ever done the Dread Pit? Okay. Well, let's get the quest off our map. Oh, it's a bountiful one as well. What's the highest we can do? Tier 4. That shows just how many delves I haven't actually done. Plan the discussion. Let's go. Do your thing. What's this? Pull any loose memory gems in the area, as well as any nearby enemies. Alright. Do we reckon we're strong enough to actually take on tier 8 delves solo now? So many flipping delve changes happened in the space of about 3 days. I completely lost track of like what the meta is for delves. One day they were impossible, the next day they were too goddamn easy. Like, did we ever get did we ever get some sort of conclusion onto where delves sit? What's my item level? 5, 7, 8. And for safety, take 20 off that for my lack of skill. Pet battles are seeming pretty easy this time around. Day 1, I just imported some profiles off, what is it, Petopia or something. Literally day 1, just imported some profiles. Got some scripts. Literally press a button and then smash spacebar a few times and the pet battles die. I've not thought about them even once. In combat? How are we in combat?
That's more like it.
Lack of skill is known to increase loot rolls in Raid Finder. Oh, does it? That's handy. Sounds like the kind of advantage I could do with. I mean, considering there's no time limit on this, I could probably slow and steady my way through a tier 8, I would guess. Kill one thing at a time. It might take me an hour to do it, but I'm sure it's probably a thing I can do. Webs reduce movement speed by 50% and occasionally spawn ambushes if you stand in them. Zekvir's influence. Zekvir, the Hand of the Harbinger, will empower a random group of enemies. Defeating these enemies provides additional undercoin and Delver's journey progress at the end of the delve. And it's bountiful, so, you know. Tier 8 at your level's doable, especially being a hunter. Well, that's a good start then. I'm flipping tragic at these. Boom. A bouncy shroom. Double jump. Each time you double jump, you're healed for 71,000 over 3 seconds. Yo! I'm a hunter. I spend my life double jumping. Look, it does seem to ping me in a random direction. People were mourning over a guy winning 4 rolls on an LFR boss. Just strolled in, took all the loot. Later, bitches. Oh dear. Going big dick mode in LFR. Boom. All the gems. Modify a device. Well, now what do we get to do? Magnetic burst. Fire a burst of lightning energy that will destroy any Nerubian webbings nearby. Oh, that's cool. Ah, clean the zone up a little bit. Smart. Oh, I guess it's kind of needed by this point, isn't it? Yay! Epic egg. Come to me, big dino. Boom. Let's not stand in front of that. Nice. Why is he highlighted? Oh, because he's a quest mob. Thought the game assumed I had skinning or something for a minute there. Gran should be on DPS mode. Ah, probably. This is only a 4 though. This is nothing. This is not the 8 yet. It's 2 gem hoarders. I do have my double jump heal, I suppose. Although that said, it doesn't actually heal me for that much, so. Should we put Bran on DPS mode just to see? Does he not gather by default? My Bran's only level 12. I didn't really clear the area I needed to clear. Clear some more. Yo, Dino dude. Just use him to kill the big hoarder. I'm yet to find anything that feels gold makey, particularly with delves. Outside of maybe farming tinderboxes. I know somebody figured out a way to farm a certain delve to get tinderboxes on a somewhat regular basis. I'm not sure if that's still a thing.
Take a wee rest.
Oh, cheeky chest. Yoink. Want to sell tier 8 delve carries? Well, there's always a boost option, I suppose. There's always a boost option. Come on, Bran, do delve things. Yeah, I guess if you're a class that can do better for themselves solo in delves, selling carries becomes an option.
Interesting. Nice.
Genuinely, actually, considering how maximum health until your health drops below 66, cool. Considering how delves are more focused towards casual players, I actually think the market for boosts in delves could be absolutely rampant, you know. Not that we need another area of the game that you can be boosted through, but is there a treasure behind that rock?
Nice find.
Shit, where'd he go? I guess we don't care, we just keep nuking him. go for Healer Bran in T8 since DPS Bran got nerfed pretty heavily. And with Healer Bran, you can even skip interrupts as long as you dodge the one-shot mechanics. Okay. Well, the slow and steady approach with having Bran on Healer makes a lot of sense to me. Lost Gems. War within tier 4. Nice. Bran got himself a bunch of experience. It's all good.
How to deal with this one.
Boom! Cash monies. Make me rich. Some undercoin.
Sit down to recover.
What was that? Lifeless necrotic relic.
Fantastic.
Okay. Bran's level 15 now. Am I right in thinking past 15, Bran only gains experience from bountiful delves, right? And then he's also capped again at 36. Another trinket, 477 trinket. Wait, renown 7? Who do I get renown 7 with? Warband's rep with the severed threads increased by a shitload. How did that happen? How did my rep with the severed threads just jump by 2 renown levels? How did that even happen? Much confused. Great level of confuse. You get rep from the delve chests? Oh, do you? Okay. Sure. Lost time relic. Bran's spells and abilities have a chance to create burst of energy, wrapping the flow of time for all nearby units by 20%. Sure.
Nice find.
Casting, movement, periodic effects, cooldowns, and attack speeds are affected whilst time warped. We'll have that one. Nice. Is this trinket an upgrade? Place an abyssal trap at your feet. When an enemy comes 3 yards, a giant water bubble is created for 10 seconds. All enemies in the bubble take a shitload of damage every second. The trap will exist for 1 minute before being disarmed. Nah, I don't like that. That doesn't sound fun to me. Nice. Whenever one of the 3 guys hits a renown level, the Threads faction gains 1 full renown. Oh! I see. I have no idea about any of this. I'm learning on the spot when it comes to this. Traps, no thanks, I'm a hunter. I know. Shush. Got my own traps, thanks.
Many deals for a friend of the Grummels, like you.
Really need to clear my inventory out. Don't look at my inventory, please.
May your feet find good trails.
Right, what was I doing before I got mighty distracted by doing a delve? Well, we got the special assignment to do for starters. We should probably just go get that on our list next. Okay, still 10. A few things to hand in, though, mind. Keep my eyes out for waxy wax piles.
Something dark is waking beneath the hollow. Our defenses won't hold for long. Find the source.
Can we
crack its lair open,
find a
and
group for
end
this? Display buggery about to be banned. Let's hope not. Missing fuel. Oh god, we've got an announcer in the party. Look everybody, I did a thing! I hate whatever that add-on is that announces when you stun a mob or interrupt something. I hate it. Turn it off. Bran does that too. Oh, actually, does he? Oh, Bran. I don't care! Mute. Spam for the sake of spam. Flexing interrupts is like... That's a 2010 thing to do. It's 2024. Stop that. Stop with that stupidity. My interrupts are always on cooldown, as they should be. Yep. Best thing I ever did was get into the habit of every single character I've ever played, my interrupt has always been on the E key. No shift modifiers, no funny business. E. Interrupt. Boom. Every character I've ever played. Turn it into muscle memory. Get it done. Means you don't even think about it after a while. See an interruptible spell, bang, muscle memory does it for you.
Next destination.
F and Y for me, depending on if I have one or two easy to hit. F and Y. I got small hands. I don't use Y for anything. My fingers don't reach Y, not comfortably. Y is your achievement panel anyway. Where is everybody? Why can't I see anybody? Much confused. Why is everybody on my map, but I can't see them? Where have they gone?
Well done.
Oh well, I've done it.
Shadows and
GG.
chaos are no match for order and vigilance.
Happy boost, I suppose. What's the odds I can persuade people to kill this with me? No, everybody's leaving. Alright, I'm on my own. Portal down to the quest mob, they were there. Oh, okay. I've done this, I think, once. Control Alt Shift Z, make a fist, hit the corner. Just boom! Interrupted. Okay, if it works, it's not stupid. Not sure my keyboard would like that. I did see one point somebody was, I mean it was a troll clearly, but somebody was advertising, I think, I'm pretty sure it was in an LFR or a random battleground or something, I can't quite remember what it was, but there was somebody out there that was claiming they'd found they'd found a secret keybind and it was a perma stun. Just press Alt F4 and saw 2 people in the raid thing just ding disconnected. It's like, oh, you poor sweet child. I'm sure everybody's fallen for that one at least once. Okay, so this should be another 150 rep, I think, for this rare, I believe. Yep. Okay, we're getting there. 10 and a bit, probably 11 by the time I hand in Crest. Okay, we're getting there. Slowly but surely. How do I get out of here? What do you want? Oh, that's for the delve, alright, sure. Claimed salvage. 12 goblins slain. Killing my own. Doesn't seem fair. There's also a world soul memory. I never know what to do with those either.
Someone didn't get the message. These are earthen resources.
There's no goblins to kill. Everybody else is round here wondering where the goblins are too. There's one. 1 of 12? Are you kidding me? Get the tag, move on. Missed it. Was this a hyperspawn at one point that they've clearly nerfed, even though it's still a world quest? waste. Oh, this one quest's been like this for a while, has it? Maybe the mobs just don't spawn fast enough. An army of them. Like tennis, you should always move back to the middle so that you're equal distance from anything that ever happens. First thing I got taught when playing tennis as a kid. No, missed it. Wow, are people like literally camping the spawns now? Dear God. $11, $12. There we go, we got the tag.
Now that the dust has
Nice.
settled,
Nice.
we can all move on to our next agenda. Expressing gratitude, friends.
Knickknacks. Knickknacks. Another dungeon to do. Daily diagnostics, a dungeon to do up there as well. Ah, there's a cheeky sky race at the top there that I'd missed. 800 gold reward for this one. Let's get these ones done down in the south first.
We've got another incursion, and we need some defenders.
Defeat
I know you're
hostiles.
good at this.
Defeat hostiles, retrieve tools. Give Brokies the early access feel? Well, that's just mean. I'm now that we've had early access and the game's been out for a couple of weeks, I really don't think early access achieved basically anything Blizzard wanted to do, or at least they said publicly that they wanted it to do. I know without question that early access was nothing. I mean, I said this to begin with. I mean, I'm not stupid, right? Early access was nothing but a massive cash grab. And it turned out to be nothing but a massive cash grab. Huge monster of a cash grab. The servers still absolutely fucking melted when the game actually went live. So it's not like, you know, smooth the rollout process. The auction house literally died for like 4 days. Entirely split the player base in two. Made it feel, yeah, I was not a fan of the early access to begin with, and now that we've seen it and now that we've had it, I'm even less of a fan of early access. But the harsh reality still hits home for me that because I have to also remember this is technically my job these days, and that I can't afford to put my money where my mouth is and say I'm not going to play the game for the first 4 days of the expansion launch. Which makes me sound a little bit hypocritical, but if I was a much bigger content creator, then I might be able to, but unfortunately I'm not. So I'm both going to have to sit in the camp of equally hating the fact that it's a thing, but also indulging in it at the same time. And the only concern with it, more so than anything else for me, is that as far as Blizzard are concerned, it was probably a massive success. Blizzard are probably looking at it. They're like rubbing their hands together. They're like diving around with the extra briefcases of cash, thinking to themselves that there was nothing more than a roaring success, whilst the vast majority of the player base, both the people who bought early access and the people that didn't, both probably unanimously think it was a scumbag move and they didn't like it. Which is a real weird situation. So here's to hoping they don't do it again in Midnight. But once I can both simultaneously hope they're not going to do it again in Midnight. But if you ask me to, I'd bet serious money on them doing it again in Midnight. Like, there's no doubt in my mind they'll do it again.
Thank you.
Because I'm sure the money they made from it was just too good.
Combination.
Too good. I need to find 6 more wax piles. There's one. Oh, what? Where'd it go? Scumbags. Bobby's World. Yeah, he might not be at the helm anymore, but his vision still, you know, his vision still lives on. It doesn't matter who you put at the top of the tree; they're always going to get the flack because you're a big corporate CEO. What if they made it early access for 2 weeks in Midnight? I mean, don't even start. Early access should come as at best, like if they insist on having this split launch, which I'm not a fan of, the least egregious option is to give early access to those people who pre-order. I'm not the biggest fans of pre-order bonuses either, but I think that's a more fair way of doing it. Give everybody the same version of the game. If you pre-order, you get early access. Simple. Even that I'm not like the biggest fan of personally. But if you want to play the game on the launch, you can buy the game on the launch. You get the same version of the game as everybody else. Don't be selling fucking beta access again. That's a scumbag move. If you pre-order the game, you know, if you're the kind of player that's going to be playing the game anyway, you know you're going to be playing the game anyway. Get your pre-order in, you could then get the early access. Will it then basically mean that it's just a faux early access by that point? Because there won't really be anybody that doesn't get early access? Probably. But I think that's at least, dare I say, a fairer way of doing it. How many wax piles we found? 7. I need 3 more. One week early access, but no NPCs. Oh, this was the difficulty, right? And this is why they were absolutely radio silent up until like the 11th hour on what you would and wouldn't get. They never really said what you wouldn't get. They only ever said what you would get. When the question on everybody's lips was, what are the things I'm not going to be able to do? But they definitely weren't going to answer that question. I wonder if anybody that does PR for Blizzard, like any of the devs, I wonder if they have... I mean, Apple are known to have some of the strictest PR rules ever, right? I don't know how many people... Obviously, the iPhone 16 was announced. Not that it was an industry secret in any way, shape, or form. But obviously, the realistically only new thing about the iPhone 16 was it's got a stupid button on the side of it. But, weirdly, Apple employees were not allowed to use the word button. You could tell. You saw interviews. You could. There was a distinct fear in the eyes of people who were being interviewed when they were pressed upon. Look, this is just a button, isn't it? And they were not. They physically were not allowed to say the word button. So funny to see. Well, it's a tactile device that emulates the feel of that. They had to worm around not using the word button. I wonder if Blizzard have the same things. Like, you can say this, but you definitely can't say that. I'm sure they probably do. Just feels a bit weird to me. When you start to understand how like PR and media teams work, you start to spot a lot of this stuff. And until you know it exists, you're completely oblivious to it, which is kind of the point. But like, as soon as you do know it exists, you can't not see it. It's marketing. For some reason, they don't want people to think of it as a button. I know. Yeah, you can tell why they're doing it. But it was just the pure fear in the eyes of people being interviewed that they might accidentally say the B word and get cancelled. It's like outrageous. That means like from a very high point, it must have been like, you do not call this a button. It is not a button. Do you think that there was a clear-cut advantage for people that wanted to do Goblin things with early access? Not really. Other than the fact that people got 4 days of playtime ahead of anybody else. You know, I had all of my professions set up, ready to rock and roll. Early access finishes, patron orders launch. I get all my patron orders done, and then I'm instantly into like the goal making side of things. Like, it's it depends how you used it, really. But it also depended what you were going to do. If you're casual Andy that's only setting up concentration builds on your professions now, for example, early access or no early access wouldn't have made a blind bit of difference to you. But for those people who wanted to push their professions, they wanted to get the first to market advantages and stuff. Oh yeah, absolutely. Massive advantage. Oh, I found all my wax piles. Right, peace out of here then. Laters. Where are we turning this in then? Probably over here.
It's not junk. It's treasure.
Everyday cash, 1,000 rep.
Bring back more shiny things.
Gem-studded ring of the Fire Flash. 574. I mean, it is technically an upgrade because I haven't really upgraded any of my stuff normally. keep wanting to call them flight stones, but they're valor stones now, aren't they? Alright, let's head back to the Isle of Dawn. Put 5 points into Shatter, 25 points into Resourcefulness side for Science. Let's see if I make a profit on rank 2 enchants. Oh, chest enchants. My my enchanter went the low crafting cost route with quality 2s rather than pushing for quality 3s. But that's also mostly because I knew I wasn't going to do too much with my enchanting anyway. Oh, Seasoned Adventurer cash. Yoink. What other goodies have I got in my bags that I haven't noticed? Really need to clean out this inventory. It's actually gross, isn't it? Recipes for cooking that I haven't bothered leveling yet. Algari Competitor's Emblem. Inscription recipe. I've even bought one of these. I had one in my bags. What a donut. Although, to be fair, I did buy it 16 days ago. Okay, now.
When shadow falls, lamplight. Can you feel it? Belladar hums with joy.
Some cash,
With hope.
key, crystals,
You've
crests.
done well, my friend.
Nothing too fancy. Let's turn this one in and let's do Deep's Reputation. We're now on 11. 11 and a half. I need 1,200 rep with the Assembly of the Deeps. And then I don't have to care about reputation again. Did your stupid test work yesterday? Did anybody buy more of the expensive rank 1 enchants? Yeah, I sold them all. Sold them all. Goes to show. Don't matter what. Don't matter whether it looks stupid or not. You'll find a stupid person somewhere. And on the region-wide auction house, you're likely to find a few of them. Before I go put all my mats in the bank, let's go see if we can... Now, I need to... I've clearly flown around and picked up all the knowledge point, the one-time treasures on these dudes. But I need a jewel crafting book. I need a leatherworking book. Do I have those to hand? Did I ever order a bunch of those? Doesn't look like I did. Let's put in like 5 orders for those.
To serve you.
Who's my scribe? That one. Five of those.
My thanks for your patronage.
Right, let's get those made. I bet I don't have any inks or anything to even make those on this dude, do I? It's done, but I've sold lower item level crafting gear for like 5 times the price of the top item level ones. I've seen it happen many times before, that sometimes you just can't rely on logic, because sometimes there isn't any. Sometimes there just isn't any logic. And if there isn't any logic, then, well, craft stuff, post stuff, whether it makes sense or not, don't worry about it. I have a bunch of ciphers, not enough ciphers though. I'm sure I got the mats to make those. Let's go and have a little bit of a play. Why does it now say I don't have any ciphers? I'm pretty sure 3 seconds ago I looked and said I got ciphers. Is it that I don't have them on hand? Probably. Need more apricot inks, which means we need to mill more lure drop. We don't have any lure drop. It's all going horribly wrong. Let's see what we got in the war bank.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Pigments, inks, grab all of this stuff. There's no need for that to be anywhere else but on this dude, I don't think. That looks like everything in that avenue.
Return and peruse my inventory again.
Go grab some cheap herbs. Well, I say cheap.
My director
There's no
is
such
to
thing as cheap
serve
herbs
you.
today, is there? Some spears. Some blessing blossom. Some lure drop. Why did I buy? Oh, I know why I bought the spears. Myco bloom. Wait, what? That's not a bug that usually happens.
My thanks for your patronage.
Wrath of Spirit, 600 gold plus, I know. It's pretty wild. I don't foresee the price of quality 3 herbs or ore coming down anytime soon. Unless there is a significant surge of people going out herbing and mining all of a sudden. Which doesn't make sense to me. Oh, do I not have a second tool for my scribbly scribbler? Oh, I think I've said this 3 days in a row now, haven't I? I need 300 artisan security to get a second tool crafted for this dude, because I'm losing my ass on milling every time. I done goofed messed up my scribes so hard. Speccing into both inks and then milling, and then being terrible at both inks and milling because I didn't put enough points in here first, and then only having the multi-craft tool and not having a second resource. I've messed up scribes so bad. Oh, it's painful how badly I messed up my scribe, but what are you going to do? What do you mean requires 10 microbloom? It's literally in my hands. This bug is... It's literally here. There must have been some somewhere else. Myco Bloom, Orbanid. Restack them with the inventory sort usually fixes. It can do, yeah. Why do I still have quality 1 pigments lying about? How's that even possible? I've not been able to make quality 1 pigments for months. I don't understand. That's fine. Maxed Wrath Spear, my Herbalism Druid, blue finesse weapon, green accessories, went gathering for 2 hours, pretty much uncontested with war mode on, 36 rank 3 spears by the way. 36 rank 3 spears, so like 18k just from that one herb. So prices are not going down on the rank 3s anytime soon. No, I tend to suspect that they'll, for quite some time, be conversions from quality 2 up to quality 3. Pretty sure of it. Alright, let's get that rank 1 herb out of the way. My inventory's too messy. I can't see what's going on. It's fine. Do you have any quality 1s lying around? No. Good. We'll just use quality 2s. Go. I'm out of distilled water again. Oh, it's fine. We'll fix that in a minute. Can't even craft the rank 1 chest enchants to sell, even though they're going for more than the rank 2s. But yeah, this is the weird thing. This is why I think the rank 1s are at silly prices, because enchanters can actually get to the point where they physically can't make them, even if they want to. Which has kind of left a bit of a weird situation where if you can craft them, there's so few people now that can craft the quality 1s that they've gone up in price, and weirdly people buy them.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable. Return and peruse my inventory.
The world be
again.
crazy. Right, I'm going to need probably at least 10 ciphers. It now says I have them again. What's going on? Oh, bit of multi-craft. Nice. Dragonflight with the tiered medallion settings. Many seem to think you needed Q1, Q2, and Q3 to put 3 sockets on a neck. Needed an extra jewel crafter with low enough skill just to make the Q1s. God, that would amuse me greatly. That would really amuse me if that is still the case, that people think you have to put a rank 1, then a rank 2, then a rank 3 enchant on. Oh my god, I feel bad for those people, but you're actually probably right. I suspect there's quite probably enough people that think that's how you have to do it. Because that's how they've always done it, and nobody's ever corrected them. Yeah, that actually wouldn't surprise me, you know. It seems ludicrous to even think about it for anybody that knows that you don't need to do that, but it's probably true. Use that random quality one. What did we get? 3 multi-craft on that bad boy. Sheesh. Time to do a PSA on Reddit. The thing is if you frequent the Reddits, you are unlikely to be making that error. There's such a huge amount of the player base that people could basically don't even know exist, which are the people that don't watch live streams, they don't watch YouTube videos, they're not reading Wowhead, they're not reading Reddit. There's a huge amount of the player base that just plays the game, and if the game doesn't teach them the right ways, they just do things wrong. It's difficult to imagine that those people even exist, because when you do engage in live streams and you do watch YouTube videos and you do all of this sort of stuff, you kind of don't see the other half of the player base. But they're definitely out there. And they're out there in numbers as well. Shadowlands Legendaries was the best for that. Oh my god, the amount of times I sold a complete set. Rank 1 all the way through to rank 7. Astounding how many times that happened. All to the same dude. By the rank 1 Lego, the rank 2, the rank 3, the rank 4, the rank 5, the rank 6, the rank 7. Clearly take them all to the rune carver. Do the rank 1, then the rank 2, then the rank 3. Clearly happened. Some guild orders? Oh, you want... Whoa, 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 whoa. You wanted me to provide this shit? Sure. I'll let you off. Have some multi-craft. Start order, but I'm not using my top tier one. Get bent. $5.99 healer. Welcome in. Welcome in. I've fixed it now so all of my characters can invite it to the guild. Meaning anytime I'm actually, live, I can do it quickly and easily. For some reason, the game wouldn't let me assign half of my alts to officer status. I don't know why. Alchemist mixing rod at Q5. I don't think I can do these at Q5. I'd help you out, but I can't guarantee these at Q5. I can't guarantee them at Q4 to even do them at Q5. Can you stop using your high quality mats when crafting with lowers? Yeah, I've learned that the trick to this is do not have this button pressed. Do not have this button pressed ever. Manually put what things in you want it to use, and it won't, if it runs out of those exact mats, it won't use any others. If you have this button pressed at any point, but then you say, like, go back and do this, it will then continue to use the higher quality mats if you run out of the lower ones. It's kind of a bit risky. Just don't have this button ticked. Change the guild message. It's clearly not early access anymore. It's a good point. You're right. It's not, is it? It's really not. You're right. Where's the button? Where's the button? Much better. Should have charged for early access to the guild. Now you're thinking like a CEO. That's Bobby brain, that is. Old Joe comes home after a long day of work, loads up his favourite WoW character, and the first thing he does is read Reddit before playing. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, of course. Wouldn't that be our MT? Well, not if I charge gold. As far as I'm aware, there's nothing actually against the rules in the terms and conditions to charge gold for access to a guild. You'd have to have a pretty compelling reason to charge gold for access to a guild, but it's not real money transaction if you're using gold. I'm not suggesting it's a smart move, but I'm sure it's feasible. A slice of pie costs £2.50 in Jamaica and £3 in the Bahamas. These are the pirates of the Caribbean. Hey! you got me wondering what the hell you were going on about for a minute there. Is it Pirate Day today? Oh, it is Pirates Day. Huh. Who would have guessed it? Get out. Does that mean they're selling a 40k? Is there a random ass 50k cosmetic to buy today that's only available today? I took your advice on just dumping bolts in the auction house and it worked. I felt silly after all that cancel scanning last time. Of what? Just dumping them in there and then walking away. Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, just craft a bunch, put it there, walk away, come back a few hours later, and there's a strong chance they'll have actually sold. The more you sit there and the more you micromanage them, the more time you spend doing it. And yeah. Now, obviously, there will come a day where that doesn't work anymore, but at the moment it does, so you can do it. Any easy crafting orders on this dude? Have I picked up my crafting order quests? Leatherworking, jewel crafting quests. One for a flicker. Requires 40 crushed gemstones. You want me to give you 40 crushed gemstones for 1 knowledge point. Catch up knowledge point, by the way. Catch up knowledge point for the cost of 40 crushed gemstones. Even if we use quality 1 gemstones, we're looking at a lot. No! How about no? Not a single order that provides everything. You want that? You want... Everybody wants everything at quality 3. Wow. Get resource proc from the prisms. Easy yes, cheap no. It's wild, you know.
I have an extended supply of goods for Outlanders.
Oh, I've only got 2. Well, I'll have one of them. What else could I possibly need to fill some easy drawn crafting work orders? That's probably about it, isn't it? Let's take that stack of glass. Let's take that stack of those. That's probably enough.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Not being able to fill patron orders from the war bank is literally one of the most violently annoying things about this expansion. I don't think there's been anything that's frustrated me more so than not being able to use mats from my war bank. Genuinely don't think there's anything that comes even close. I mean, as you guys all know, it's relatively difficult to get me agitated, but it's there are definitely some things that they've gonna done their bits to. Wow, 1 flicker, providing no mats, once at quality 3. Oh god. Ugh. Right, okay. Okay. Which one of the... In fact, they all want quality 3. Am I going to fake an order from another character just so I don't have to do any of these stupid ones? Or should I spend some knowledge points? Okay, so this is what I wanted to do with gem cutting. This character, for example, is never going to be super duper mega good at anything particularly. Yeah. What I did want to do is try and unlock as many of these as possible. Which... You learn the cut when you unlock the node. And then you put points in it to get better at it. Do you need to fill this to unlock all 3 of these? Learn a sub-spec straight away. Learn a second. Learn the third. So 20 points in each. 20, 40, 60, 80 will unlock all of the gem cuts. That will then mean on a daily basis I can come in and pick whichever one produces the most gold via concentration. Bish, bash, bosh. So I need 20, 40, 60, 80. Plus I need the 50 in here to unlock all of these, right? No, only 40. Only 40 in here. 80 in here. 120 points unlocks all of the gem cuts. So 120 points in here and we're good to go on everything. That should in theory allow me to stroll in and then Q3 anything using concentration. Oh dear, that list is gross. Is there any desire to put any points anywhere else? I don't know. Right, let's just start with the easy stuff. I've only got 46 knowledge points on this character. It's way behind. Way behind. We'll just start with emeralds because I don't know why. Deadly emerald. Masterful emerald. Versatile emerald. Whenever you cut emeralds, you retain some of the spent shards as finishing reagents to increase skill on future gem cuts. Interesting. So that doesn't teach me anything by nature. What's the path to learning the most amount of recipes the quickest? I don't know. I guess there isn't a path to learning the most the quickest, is there? Deadly Emerald. At what point do we get this so that we can get it to Q2? Q2 threshold's 210 skill. If we use Q2 mats, we need 51 more skill, which in theory could come just from there. But getting that full is a slow burn work in progress. I should really watch one of those concentration build guides that are floating around YouTube, let's be honest, but points in here is flat. Okay, we're going to put 40 points in here first. That's a second sub-spec. That's a third sub-spec. And then that's a final sub-spec. Not to mention, none of those points have gone to waste, simply because they're going to give me skill on every single flipping thing that I craft anyway. We should now be able to unlock all of these. And we can pick one of each. Whoa, 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 whoa. Like that. So now we got 4 options. 4 options of which, if we stroll in with Q2 mats, we are nearly at the point where we can use concentration to make Q3s on 4 separate cuts. How does it look on the basic ones? Ooh, really close. 185, 6 points away. Actually, just a few crafts will get us there, won't it? Okay, that's actually remarkably easy. Jewel crafting concentration builds could be fun. I do like me a jewel crafter at the end of the day. Plus I have Abyss Prospector that can supply all the mats to do this. I'm thinking a little bit further into the future about how we tinker with alts. And I've always been a fan of jewel crafting. And it doesn't look like gems are going to get cheap anytime soon. Because crushed gemstones at rank 3 is just ludicrous money. The delta between a Q2 and a Q3 gem dust is massive, and then you multiply that by like 20 or 30 to crush a gem. That's money in the bank for quite some time. How does that also then help me? So from this point on, literally 40 knowledge points is all you need to get a real... You level trainer recipes. You get some green tools. These are literally quality 1 shit as well, by the way. These are the shittest of the shittest. I could go and upgrade these to quality 5, basically for free. Q2 and a Q3, one of these bad boys. No, that doesn't actually make that much of a difference at all. So we need 21 additional skill from somewhere. Material optimization window. Oh, right, yeah. You can press this button and it will tell you what the best ones are to use. At the moment, I could do a split of Q2s and Q3s without spending any more skill. Then use concentration, boom, hey presto, money. But what I want to do is get to the point where I only have to use Q2 mats for any cut. So I do need 21 extra skill, which 10 of that can come from here, because then that's generic and is going to give 10 for all of these. Then I need 10 points in each one of these, realistically. 10 in here and 10 in each of these. 11 in each of these. will mean we can guarantee any of these at Q3 using only Q2 mats. In fact, we don't even need to go that far, because we can just push this skill to like 80 or something by crafting a few of these. So it'll actually happen naturally. Oh, after a few days, it'll happen naturally. That said, they aren't wasted skill points, because you want to put the points in here anyway to unlock the other sub-specs. 60 multi-craft and 60 resourcefulness on all gem cuts. That's big. And then skill when crafting blasphemites is a meh. Does that also mean our patron orders become sizably easier? Can we go Q2 in there and then use concentration to make it a Q3 to fill the patron order? Why don't you make the first one at least one time and go lose a little money but obtain more skill points? The concept of like concentration builds is to spend nothing. You want to spend absolutely nothing. You only want to press buttons when they make you money. And so, yes, I could just craft a bunch of these at a cost to push this, but if there's a way to do it whilst also making some money at the same time, the slow and steady approach is the way that you go with this. You're trying to go with like basically zero investment. I could craft a few of these for sure for some bonus skill points up here pretty effectively. These are only 500 gold a piece to make, but if I can make some of these, you know, if I can use Q2 mats here, Q2 mats here, split this out a little bit, make this at quality 2, use concentration, 2 days of concentration, but nets me 5k. It's 2.5k a day. And the extra skill that we gain here will mean next time we press the button we use even less Q3, until eventually we're at the point where we only use Q2 for everything. In theory, actually, uses for leftover husks. Oh, that's leatherworking. Jewel crafting, emergent crystals. We could go get 10 points from Kej book. Kej book's easy enough to do. I don't object to putting more points in here, but I'm wondering what is my higher priority. I can put 10 points in here. I think I need the multi-craft and I need the resourcefulness. There's no getting away. I want that. The extra 5 skill points we probably won't need. We're not pushing for skill, but that multi-craft, that resourcefulness is big. This is where you've got to be careful to not burn all of your concentration too fast. I'm pretty sure once you've got this mostly set up, you just ignore patron orders completely. You sack them off. Who cares? Genuinely, who cares? Because these orders are going to, like, I mean, this is just unlucky that everything is requesting Q3 here, but you just sack them off. Now I need to put 10 points in here to learn the next sub-spec. That 10 points in there will unlock something else. Plus, it will also mean that Ember goes into the category of using Q2 mats only. Ooh, nearly. Haha! We're like 3 points away. Okay, interesting. Okay, that stops giving skill points at 50. First time craft bonuses will also give us extra knowledge points to help us in this journey. Yeah, I think I push for 20 points in each sub-spec now. Or 10 points in each one first, then go 20 points in each one. How's the catch-up work this time around? We think, and I say this lightly because we don't know for sure, but these flickers have turned on this last reset, which is feeling a lot like what the catch-up system is via patron orders. I'm not convinced it's going to be very well received because sure, it's knowledge points, but that still doesn't mean there's still very many levels of random to even get these. Like when you look at one of my orders here, for example, it's asking me to provide the 40 crushed gemstones to get 1 knowledge point. You know, 25,000 gold for 1 catch-up knowledge point is not cheap. Not cheap. Proc resourcefulness on these though, it's low, but even still. And you get your first time craft bonus, but well, it's not actually 25 because that's the total cost for everything, isn't it? But like 40 gemstones is still. Should we do this just to see if we get resourcefulness on this? It would be funny. Should we pray that we proc some resourcefulness on it? Go on. Give me some resourcefulness. Never lucky. Never lucky. First time craft bonus though.
What brings you here? May the eternal sun shine.
But yeah, my goal is to try and figure out maximum reward for like minimum effort, honestly. That's kind of what I'm shooting for. Maximum reward for minimum effort with maximum options. So this is why my goal is to try and unlock all of these relatively quickly without it actually like overly costing me stuff. Another 10 points in here would get me the last one, but like a little bit of diversification maybe is might be worth more. Emeralds are at the point where you use Q2 mats. Q2 mats guarantees quality 2. You can use concentration, come along with some concentration, get your quality 3. You can pick and choose where it's most valuable to you. 3,000 gold. Not quite there on these yet. I need to use some Q3s on these. But then it's actually 4.6k gold for the concentration. And that's how you will push this bar up, and you'll check which materials you need most days. Use polishing cloth. Cheap really bumps up resourcefulness. Gritty polishing cloth. Really does, doesn't it? By 300. It's pretty sizable. You might want to concentrate on ones that give you first time craft bonuses first as well. You could even use your concentration slowly but surely to also make your first time craft bonuses profitable for you, so that it doesn't technically cost you anything, even harvesting first time craft bonuses. That would see this is a scenario where this is one of those scenarios where you could use concentration more for your own personal gain. Because you get a first time craft bonus, you might take less of a profit on selling the cut, but because you get something else out of it as well, you get a permanent step forward. Obviously I haven't crafted any of these either yet, but that's something you could always look at. It's all about just inching your professions forward day by day without it actually costing you anything. Making it so that your professions are permanently doing nothing but making you gold. It's a small amount, but at least it's never costing you anything. Which is an interesting sort of phenomenon that we've not really had with professions before. Let me go get the extra 10 knowledge points from the Nerubians. In Blacksmith, you sometimes get crafts that cost 70k due to the alloys for like one flicker. Yeah, blacksmithing is pretty brutal. Yeah, blacksmithing is extra brutal because the individual crafting prices are wild at the moment. Morning, hope yesterday was like Christmas for you. Yesterday was good fun. Yesterday was good fun for sure. I'm taking it a little bit more chill today. I'm just tinkering around and having a play today without doing anything too serious.
What? Here I am.
Is that the one? 500 or so cash. Yoink.
Okay, bye.
Wait, hang on.
Bye.
Oh, you buy them for cash. Do I buy the leatherworking book while I'm here as well? Leatherworking trainer.
Oh, hello. Back to work.
Go away. Oh, flipping out. Gems didn't take off though. I think their time is still coming. I'm pretty sure their time is still coming. Did you manage to sell all of the flasks? I didn't sell all of them. I was left with a handful of Q3 flasks, which I'm not concerned about in any way, shape or form. I'll sell them today. My Q2 flasks all just disappeared. No problems. No problems at all. So that's 2 in there. none of this really matters. Any way to make this profitable? Nope. Not in the slightest. Not even remotely close. Unless we do that. Wow, using concentration on a decorative lens Q3 will still only make us 200 gold profit. Ouch. We can actually do marble stone at a profit just for the lols. For some reason, there's profit in just producing quality 1 marble stone. Really? That doesn't seem to make sense. Why is that still showing on the list for first craft bonuses? Oh, now it's gone. Authority of the Depths has already paid for itself, though. Fair play. Must have shifted a few of those. We can either lose 300 gold or we can lose 187 gold. We'll lose 187 gold. Same again. We'll take a small loss for the first time crafts. But that should now already be... Oh, one away from here. One more first time craft. Solid amber. A little bit more expensive. Use Q2 dust. Okay, it's going to cost us 600 gold to get this first time craft. It's the cheaper option. So our emeralds, our onyxes, and our rubies. Are we now at the point where we can just use Q2s? We can use just Q2s. And apparently doing nothing more than that makes a profit. But concentrate, boom, money. Wait, there is no way that's money by the off the bat. No way that's money off the bat. These numbers are probably wrong. First time craft on this one. Claims that using some of this, we make it a Q4. That's the optimal way to get cash monies out of that. Is my... Okay, that's probably why. There's part of me that just can't avoid min-maxing this sort of stuff. But if I can get away with spending as absolutely little as possible, get these characters to a point where I can just log in, use concentration on them. I'm not even looking for super quick setups, because this is the first time I'm figuring this shit out. Once we've figured it out, you can replicate it multiple times if you want. But 10 points, I think, in each one of these is the first play. Then you go back round and you rotate them through again, just to unlock as many different gems as possible. There's many different options to press a button daily, and you just pick the button that makes you the most gold. Because why would you not? No intention of ever crafting any of these naturally at Q3, but just going for maximum options. That's an expensive first time craft, isn't it? Because of a null stone. Although, the irony of ironies here is that you can probably turn a profit on these anyway, just by crafting and selling the damn thing. Or not if you use the right materials. That's weird. If you push it to Q2, see you later profit. Just use a Q1 and produce a Q1 inverted prism. Apparently there's money in that. That's odd. This is what old timers have been doing all the time. Yeah, if you can micromanage your professions, and you can get them making you gold without it costing you any gold. But the reality is, and the restriction is that it's not going to make you a lot of gold. But it doesn't matter if it hasn't cost you anything. This is the point, right? If you looked at the raid during crafting recipe, the settings, it's around 300k on the auction house. Do you recommend buying it? Absolutely, categorically not. Do not buy that recipe. Do not buy that recipe. There's no restrictions on crafting that thing. And if you haven't already got a massive stockpile of mats to make the damn things, you are not going to make any money back on that. The most sound financial advice I can give you is do not buy that recipe. Some marble stone, that's quite an expensive first time craft. That's an expensive first time craft. That's relatively cheap as a first time craft. So maybe we just bang one of those out regardless. How many first time crafts do we need to fill this? 9. We can probably sell it for what it costs. If we can sell it roughly for what it costs, we might as well harvest the first time craft. What about these ones? Not too much of a loss with this. What if we go Q2? Slightly less of a loss. But the first time craft bonus the knowledge point is worth. Maybe we just do this going through the list. I need a null stone, apparently. Give me a null stone game. Q1s, I bet that's not actually the price on the auction house, is it, right now? But we'll see. Q1s go. First time craft all the same. Even save 2 of the gems. Decorative lens, is there any way to make this at least not stupid? Loss. Huge, great big loss if we push it into Q2. If we just make it at quality 1, we lose a lot less. So in that case, let's make it as cheap as possible. Candidate here to use some concentration on this. No, still take a loss even if we make it at Q3 with concentration. So we go cheap, 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 cheaps. Maximum cheaps. Solid amber, you lose your ass on Q1s. We can concentrate on a Q2. Make some profit on it. Get a first time craft. Holy shit, 5k profit on making that at Q3. Two days of concentration to do it though. I need some more marble stone. Nah, we'll just go cheap. Seven. 3 more things to unlock another gem. Lose our ass on this amber. There's no way to fix that. That's only a loss of 250 gold. That's worth it for first time craft bonus. Oof, they're expensive. Q2s are selling at a loss, but we can concentrate on them if we wish to make it not a loss. Do you think gold-making avenues are shrinking faster this expansion? I'd love it if Blizzard could bring back Shadowlands Lego crafting again. I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure things are not shrinking faster. No, not in the slightest. I'm pretty sure things are going to be expensive for a while. I'm pretty sure gold via farming is going to be pretty consistent for quite some time. I just genuinely think that there's just a lot of doom and gloom around the professions right now. There's a lot of doom and gloom. I think there's a lot of people out there that spent way too much gold leveling stuff up without any care for how quickly they might make it back again, and without taking into consideration the fact that most of crafting gets quite competitive. Yeah, Shadowlands legendaries? No. No, thank you. I've just realised, actually, don't I have 2 knowledge points in the mailbox? I have 1. Oh no, I have 3 knowledge points in the mailbox. Oh, in 10. There we go. Another gem. So we're now 40 knowledge points away from unlocking all of the different gem colours. All the different gem variations. So that now instantly gives us lots of options on a daily basis to come through and go, which one is the one that, you know, which one is the one that we use that makes us the most via concentration? And we go boom. Or every 2 days based on the amount of concentration it actually uses. There's now pretty much no requirements for pissing around with patron orders. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, hang on. Where's the first craft list? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's still 10 knowledge points just by first time crafts, which we'll slowly chip away at over the next few days. We can obviously prioritize crafting something that with our concentration that gives us a first time craft bonus as well. So then it's only 30 knowledge points to come from somewhere. All of this time we've been gaining a little bit of artisan security, I suspect, as well. I've actually got 520 artisan security lying about on this character from various activities. That could in theory be put towards books, because improving this doesn't really make a huge difference to us. Each book is going to give you 10 knowledge points. In fact, with 520, that's nearly enough to get 2 of the books, isn't it? In fact, no, that is enough to get 2 of the books and leave 100 spare. Well, we just do that then.
Your gold is welcome here.
300, 200.
Stay the course.
There we go. Now we have final sub-spec. Go. Get the Algari Emerald Prism. We get that final sub-spec, so that's another gem cut we can make. The extra knowledge, the extra skill that we've put in there basically means, without question now, any of the green gem cuts, it's Q2 mats. Technically, we can actually get away with using only Q1 gem cutters at this point as well. Not that I think there's any difference in price of those. They're exactly the same price. It makes no difference. That's not really much of an advantage to have. But now on a daily basis, you pick whichever gem makes you the most there. We can do the same in this one. 20 points in onyxes. Get that one. And then we're 9 points away from filling this. 19 points away from having every gem cut unlocked. Which a few days of concentration usage, a few easy patron work orders when they're easy enough. Yes, you're absolutely right. Picking up a multi-craft tool instead is definitely a win, and it's probably not too expensive to do. And for reference, all of this little bits, you know, all this little trash that we've made during leveling this, we can easily throw this up on the auction house now. Sack those off. Q2 Deadly Ambers. Recoup some cost on this. Q1 emeralds? 2.5k? You mad? Sure. Actually, that's better than the one I've got on. I accidentally made myself one that's better than the one I've got on. That silly prism, we can sell that out. Random ass marble stone that we don't need anymore, sell that out. That decorative lens that we made, we don't need. Sell that out. Put the rest of the mats in the wall bank. Forget about them. What was I here? Profession equipment, jewel crafting. This expansion. 564 for 800 gold apiece. Oh, it's got crafting speed on it. No wonder it's 800 gold apiece. Multi-craft, 4k. Sure, we'll make that back with the stuff that we've got listed here. Look, we've basically already made that back. Instant sold. Gem Cutter's apron, top tier apron, 2k. No intention of upgrading these anytime soon. Just want the good stuff at a relatively cheap price.
Return and peruse my inventory
I have many lucky doos. You like?
Do I keep the resourcefulness one in case I need it? Nah, sack it off. See you later. Okay, so that's jewel crafting set up for pretty much, I don't know, we probably spent less than 10k doing all of that. Basically didn't cost us anything at all. I didn't actually do the maths or the numbers on it, but it cost us very little. We have unlocked all but 2 of the gem cuts. So now every day we just come along and we just pick one that works for us. Prioritize one that has a first time craft bonus on it for the extra knowledge point. We've got these prisms that we can do daily if we wish. I've never figured out if these are money or not, you know. Genuinely never figured out if these are money. I've mostly considered these to be a bit of a bait, but I don't even know. Do jewel crafters out there do their prisms? They're a scam. I'm pretty sure they're a scam. I'm kind of pretty sure that I'd do them for their first time craft bonuses, but I'm not sure I'd do them for much else after. 10 to 15 gems, maybe. Scam. Okay, so we're not going to do them daily, but 1 prism, 3 crushed gemstones, 2 extravagant emeralds, 6k to press the button. Use them to level up to 100. It's daily, but still. I see. Okay. Do they hold their... Do these hold out all the way to 100, do they? Is that the assumption here? Doesn't make a blind bit of difference. Haven't got the recipe. I still think where there's knowledge points available, I do my patron orders first, but then any concentration left over. I still think that chasing knowledge points, even on these yeah, I'm pretty sure chasing knowledge points is still smart to do on concentration builds, because it will all help eventually. Because there will be a point in the expansion, right, where this concentration build system won't really make you any valuable amount of gold. I'm pretty convinced of it. So keeping up with the knowledge points is still the play. And the more knowledge points you spend, the more skill you'll get, the less concentration it will take per time. So it's a sort of, it's not compounding, but it's a steady progression all the same. Rank 2 Alchemical Chaos Market tanked so hard in the past few days. Huh? You kidding me? Rank 2 Alchemical Chaos Market. They were selling for like 800 gold a piece all day yesterday. Do you play Team NA or do you play Team EU? Rank 2 Alchemical Chaos Market was absolutely thriving yesterday. Sold thousands of flasks at 100, 200 gold profit each. Right, yeah, we're still going to use concentration to get the patron orders done, I think. Because there's not really any other way of getting a steady supply of knowledge points without doing these. EU, but herb prices are going up too very quickly. Oh yeah, well you're always living in the land of single-digit margins on anything alchemy if you're buying herbs the same day as you're selling the potions. That's always been the case. I'm out of Q2 engraved gem cutters. Now this is where I don't think I'm going to make these engraved gem cutters particularly, am I? Yeah, I don't make these. I need my other jewel crafter to make these for me. If I want them at Q2. Because that's too expensive to make those at Q2. But I can mass produce a bunch of those and stick them in the guild bank. Let's log Ranthius on real quick. This is the thing, right? I mean, I know I've spent probably an hour like tinkering around with this Dawn Crafter just trying to figure it out. But this is one of those things that you kind of do it once, and then this is super duper mega easy to replicate on as many alts as you want to replicate it on. And if you're super savvy about not spending gold on unnecessary things, you can basically be making money day one with crafting professions. You don't have to spend tens of millions min-maxing pushing them. In fact, it's a stupid idea to actually do that right now anyway. Where are these? I'm going to put all of these in the guild bank. War bank, sorry. Let's make, I don't know, maybe 100 of them. Seven, 90, 93, 95. I like round numbers. Make two. Oh, 101. What are you going to do? 100k an hour since yesterday with herbing and mining. Oh yeah, without doubt. The herb prices, the ore prices right now. You can make silly money herbing and mining. Genuinely, like, it's the best thing to be doing right now. Unless you've already got hyper min-maxed crafting professions, I don't even think spending time setting up whole armies to do concentration builds is that worth it, considering just how much gold you can make herbing and mining right now. Ignore everything. Go out, farm some shit. Make ridiculous gold. Like, why waste your time and effort doing something when the game is about willing to give you like 50 to 100k an hour?
My directive is to serve you.
Where did they go? I probably just want 20 of them in my inventory. Leave the rest in the war bank. New patron orders only gives 1 knowledge point. Yeah, the flickers we believe are like the catch-up system. If you're behind on your knowledge points on a character, you might start flickers showing up on orders as well. Yeah, they do only give 1 knowledge point though, which is causing some frustration to some people. Because I think when people think catch up, they think, oh, well, you know, it'll give me like 5 in a go or something. They're going to make, Blizzard are going to make you work for the catch up. If you want to catch up to others, you can do it, but it's going to cost you gold. Which is somewhat counterproductive to me, but it's a thing. There's one here for a flicker. So yeah, this is the thing, right? This is going to hoover up all of my concentration for 1 knowledge point, which is a touch frustrating, really. $337. Wow, I'm literally going to be left on 3 concentration after doing just my patron orders. So no ingenious breakthrough. Gave me 50% back. Still doesn't really help though. Oh my god, we got a null stone from the bag. Well, that starts to make up for it though, doesn't it? That makes up for it. Pull a cheeky null stone out of the bag, job done. Cash money right there. Six. 4 points away. 4 points away from getting the last ruby cut. 14 points to go before we've unlocked all of the gems. We have a bunch of first-time crafts that are also going to push our skill up as well, slowly but surely, as time goes on. Now buy 999 more null stones, prospect them for some data. I do have prospecting data on null stones, by the way, a little bit, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. I definitely didn't prospect 1,000 of them, though. What's that at current rates? Like 1,000 null stone is like, what, 5 million gold or something? It'd be pretty wild if you prospected them on live anyway. I'd say let's pick one to concentrate on, but we need 2 days worth of concentration to be able to press the button, so we're not pressing the button on any of these. Question is can we harvest first time crafts without losing much? Now, why is this showing different to this? Don't know. We can make some of these for like basically pennies, either profits or loss, which is worth doing for the first time crafts. We could spend like 1,000 gold and get the first time crafts done on most of these. What an interesting twist. Well, maybe we do that then for the first time crafts, and then just go sell the gems, get the gold back. If we can limit our damage, but get a knowledge point for like 80 gold, you can't argue, right? You're not making anything, but you're not losing anything by selling the gem either. Okay, we lose 200 gold on that one. Oh. We lose only 50 gold if we make the Q1s. Lol. Basically the same. Make the Q2. $131. That'll do. Okay, I don't know what's going on with Deadly Ruby, but you lose your ass on a Deadly Ruby cut almost regardless of what you're doing. Why is there such a ridiculous loss on Deadly Rubies? Are these just sizably more expensive or something? What's going on? Why is the loss on this so great? Oh, is it using 30 instead of 20? Oh, yeah, it's using 30 crushed gemstones instead of 20. Ouch. Maybe I'm not too excited about doing first time crafts on those then. Not at those losses. $69 skill. Giggity. Sorry, it's gone now. 71. Yeah, these are using 30 crushed gemstones instead, which is a bait. How many knowledge points has that gained us? 10 knowledge points. Boom. Only 4 more knowledge points needed, and we've unlocked all of the gems without really doing much of anything. 20, 40, 60, 80, plus 45. Okay, it's not too bad. Masterful Ruby. Can you only do 1 prism a day? Or can you do all of them each daily? Do they have individual cooldowns? I don't know. Use the jeweler's bench to test. They have individual ones. Okay. What did it give me? I didn't see what it said. I got 9 emeralds out of it. I put 2 in plus a prism and gemstones, and I got 9 out. Yeah, they're an absolute scam, aren't they? They're an absolute scam. 6k crafting cost, and it made me like 1,000 gold. Absolute scam. Whilst I don't disagree it's an absolute scam, there's still part of me that wants to press the buttons just for the skill points and for the first time crafts on them. Because I'm 2 points away. Where did this elusive blasphemite recipe turn up from? Didn't have that a minute ago. Good for leveling up. Yeah, I might press the buttons just for the level ups. But this bar and these up here on this sort of build doesn't make a huge amounts of difference. But every point is, you know, less concentration. Every skill is less concentration. So in a way it does, but it's definitely not a priority. I got a freebie nullstone earlier, didn't I? I did actually get a cheeky freebie nullstone. Maybe we'll create another one then. Cheeky freebie. Nine onyxes. Yeah, I can't possibly leave that at 19. My OCD will not allow me to leave that at 19. Not even, not allowed. 100% not allowed. We got to craft one of these. Boom. All gem cuts unlocked. Everything unlocked. You're automatically set up now also for blasphemite cutting if you're willing to buy the recipes. Yes, that's true. That's true. The blasphemite cuts then are become an option also. And I don't believe the recipes are going to be that expensive. It's another thing that you can throw Q2 gem dust at. Same scenario again. You can, not that I have enough concentration, but you could equally then... What's this? 2k crafting cost. 6k selling price. It's just another option, isn't it? It's another tool in your tool shed. The difference being if you've got to buy the recipes first or go get the recipes. Not something that you're going to be that excited about doing on like an alt army, from an alt army perspective, but it's at least something you could technically do as well. But this toon is now more than ready to log on a daily basis, or every other day, or every couple of days, whatever. It doesn't really make a difference. Smash out a couple of quality 3 gems, take 5 to 10k profit, and then done. GG. Blastomites will drop in value though, in my opinion. You only need one in your gear, so the need will drop faster than the other gems. Yeah, there's pros and cons. Yes, you only need one, but the fact that you need to get, or you need to have acquired or have bought the recipes will means that there's less of a supply of them, less competition on selling them potentially. So it's 6 of one, half dozen of another. If we then sell these cuts out, which we made via first time crafts, we in essence recuperate 90+% of the cost of pressing the button in the first place. So although there was a little bit of cost to craft these and get the first time craft bonuses out of them, by the time they've sold, you've made it back again. So you can pretty much, like, don't know exactly what the tally would be at this point because I already had some of the materials to do a bunch of this already, but it feels very much like you could get Dawn crafting set up to nearly exactly the position I'm in with this dude, unlocking all of the cuts, unlocking all of these, giving yourselves the ability to come along and pick whichever gem just makes you the most gold every day with your concentration. Just, you know, options. And this dude is now good for the rest of the expansion, right? Every day, pretty much every day, craft a quality 3 gem and get that small profit from it. All you need is a supply of quality 2 crushed gemstones and quality 2 engraving cutters. In fact, technically not even, like, I bet you could start... Well, quality 1 and quality 2 are going to be the same price anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but... It's pretty easy. It's pretty easy, it's pretty straightforward. You'll slowly push this to 100 just by crafting stuff. You can use your prisms if you really want, but be prepared to spend your profits by crafting these on these, and whilst this is a small advantage, it's not really worth that much to you. It's not really worth a week of profits just leveling that up, I don't think. Any knowledge points you get, you can go to filling the rest of this bit out. So every time you put a little bit more into here, it's going to reduce your concentration a little bit every time. If you pick up the Blasphemite cuts, you'll already be pretty good at crafting those in the same scenario. Then start filling the rest of these out with any knowledge points you gain over the weeks. Yeah. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward, definitely not expensive. 20k, maybe? 20k, maybe? To get it to this point. Cool. Alright. That was a mini adventure I didn't really plan on going on, but we'll take it. 300 knowledge points. 300 artisan security will get me my final knowledge point book as well. Now, in fairness, I do have 2 professions on here, so I kind of need to remember that my artisan security is going into 2 professions here, but scales across an alt army, solid gold over time. Yeah, if you can spend 20k leveling up a jewel crafter so that you can log on every day, make a gem, make 5k. After 4 days, it will have paid for itself, roughly. After a week, it will have definitely paid for itself, and from that point on, it's just money, just free money. Technical question, which monitor refresh rate is better, 60 Hz or 75? Well, in theory, 75. Bigger number, better. Not many monitors natively work at 75 Hz anymore, though. They tend to jump from 60 up to 120. I'm already selling some of those gems, by the way, so you're not going to realistically have too much issue recuperating your gold either. You know, the meta of put it on the auction house. Put it on the auction house, job done, you know. So that 20k we spent, we've got most of it back already.
My directive has been fulfilled.
Obviously the auction house will have its share, but that's pretty cool. Alright. I kind of need to do the same thing for leatherworking on this character. My goal with leatherworking on this toon was not to do anything particularly fancy, but it was to unlock all of the male recipes for any time any of my hunters need anything. I want my leatherworker to just be able to make it. Doesn't need to make it at the top quality straight away. Couldn't care less. I'm not a min-maxer. But, you know, a piece of gear filling a gap occasionally. I have my other main leatherworker that can produce all of the materials at the best possible price anyway. So I'm wondering what the 30 points, 30 points, 30 points. Am I right in saying 90 points in here unlocks all of the recipes? Learn a sub-spec, learn a sub-spec, learn the final sub-spec. So yeah, you need 30, 60. Oh, it's only 80 points. Only 80 points in here technically to unlock everything. Bought a new monitor, have some tearing in WoW when characters move. Increasing the refresh rate to 75 seems to fix it, but I kind of think the picture is slow now. Could just be my imagination. FPS is still 120. You want to turn VSync on. You want to turn VSync on. The reason you were getting tearing is because if your FPS in game was 120, then your graphics card is moving faster than what your monitor is refreshing the image at. And tearing is produced when there's a difference between those two numbers. VSync synchronizes your FPS to a percentage of what your monitor can do so that they align and it gets rid of that tearing. You preferably want your graphics card to be able to produce more frames than your monitor can display. So if your monitor can only display 60 frames, then your graphics card can produce more than 60 frames and it'll work a little bit harder, but it'll guarantee 60 solid frames, you know? Mantheus Tech Tips. So, if I want to unlock this full set, so that anytime any of my hunters want any piece of gear with any of their sparks, they can get some in, I guess we go into here. What did I say? 80 points unlocks all of the stuff. I'm in no way, shape, or form looking to craft any of it any reasonable quality. I just want it all unlocked. So I need 18 more knowledge points, and I need them relatively cheaply. I bet I haven't done first-time craft. I've done no first-time crafts on this character, so we can get those 18 knowledge points pretty cheaply, I imagine. But the same concept here, again, I just want to do things on the cheap. I'm not looking to spend gold on this profession. I want it to make me gold. The other option is instead of doing that, I push into profession tools. Something which actually has tangible benefit to me long term as well. Although I need a lot of artisan security to buy all of the recipes, which I've kind of splurged it all in my Dawn Crafter, haven't I already? So maybe that's not happening. Yeah, maybe that's not happening. Would you want to quality 5 your BIS item first? Yeah, I don't care about any of that. I don't care about any of that. I don't chase item level on any of my tunes. I just want to make sure that I have enough item level so stuff around me dies. I'm not really fussed about pushing. Have you cashed out on WoW tokens? Doesn't seem they'll go down anymore. I haven't cashed out on WoW tokens, no. But I also do think they will go down more. People haven't started Mythic Plus yet, realistically. When people start getting some good gear from Mythic Plus, when people start getting some good gear from the raid and they start properly juicing that gear, people will run out of gold and they'll buy more tokens. I still think the tokens got a way to go before it like actually bottoms out. Vault next week, myth track gear. Yeah, that's when people will spend a lot of gold on consumables and they'll realise that they don't have enough and they'll swiper things. So 20 points in there. Is it a full 30 points in here to learn all of these? Yeah, full 30 points to get the finals. Boom. So there's all of those. It's like I said, my aim here is not to make them particularly very well. The theory goes here, and it's quite a simple, straightforward theory, is that I can always use my concentration on this character if I want to make my own gear at a higher quality. But quality 3 is what, 599? Pretty good. Pretty good. So I need 30 points to put in here for us to get the final ones of this as well. Wow, 12 points only actually gives us one of them. Gross. Subspec of... We need 18 more points. Have I done any leatherworking stuff this week? Oh, I've still got my leatherworking work orders to do. You can get a freebie enchanted rune crest as well from the story mode. True. Guild order. Rune branded arms. That's leather. Sorry, I went the wrong way. Flipping hell, look at that for a list. Look at that for a list of potential crafts. Some shit on here that provides everything and all. What is going on? Hello, game? Sure. Oh, minimum quality of 2. Scumbag. There's always a catch. Oh, you want this at Q3? I don't think we're making that at Q3 anytime soon. There's a couple that we don't have here. Annoying because I've got these recipes on my alts, on my other leatherworker, just not this one. I technically need to do one more if I can. It's the one that's going to give me... That one's not too bad. Gloom Chitin, Storm, Charge Leather. I still call it Chitin by default, even though I have to actively remember that it's chitin.
I have calibrated my prices to be reasonable.
Do I not have any Q1 of it at all? Okay.
My thanks for your patronage.
Go. This isn't doing anything on the cheap, is it? But whatever. Oh, we saved some of the Q1 stuff. Wonderful.
I've been expecting you.
Okay. Where did that get us? Got us halfway there. Ten more points. Do I want to just try and find 10 more points from somewhere? I mean, there's 10 easy points on this list here. They're easy, but they're not free. Easy, but not free. All this spunker gear we could make. Is there any way of making this better? No. Right. I'm not sure I actually want to bother making all of that. We'll leave that as it is for leatherworking. That's at least given me the option to make a handful of these. Yo, I wonder actually. Curiosity time. Yeah, never expected there to be any public orders. Single sunless carapace. Knowledge point. 600 gold to craft. I don't know. I don't know how much I want to push these. Alright, well that's been a little adventure on this dude all the same. Why is the spear so expensive? It's needed in great quantities. And it's not that common when farming. Is your honest answer. We didn't finish this, did we? I wanted to get this to 12. Because this gives my miners, engineers, and scribes their extra knowledge points as well. Is there anything I haven't done that I can do that's going to give me easy rep to get that finished? Short of killing the rares in the zone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's technically enough rares that if I just went and killed all the rares, I'd get it done. Is there not something easier than that? There's got to be something easier than that, right? Time walking dungeons. This just gives me a cache. Do need to kill all the rares though. I don't know. I think, you know, boys and girls, I think that's my little adventure. I wanted to take it chill today. I streamed way too much yesterday, so I'm kind of quite happy with that as progress for today. I'll probably do a little bit of crafting, a little bit of selling this evening, but I think I might leave it there for today. Like I said, it's been a little bit more of a chill stream today, just kind of tinkering, doing some more basic stuff, getting some of my, what is actually my main character in a position where their professions can just like make a little bit of gold each and every day when I log on with them. Probably do a little bit more actual gold making tomorrow potentially, but it was enjoyable. I'm gonna go get me some food. I'm gonna relax for a little bit. Thank you all for joining. Come say hi over on the Discord if you're not already there. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will catch you tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.